morning student. Today we are discuss about the graphical representation of the simple harmonic motion. At first we have to study about the particle starting from mean position. Therefore we can draw here there are three figures, that is variation of displacement with respect to time. Displacement with respect to time. Also we can figure B we can draw velocity with respect to time, and in figure C we can draw the variation of acceleration with respect to time. When particle starts from the mean position, the displacement of that particle performing simple harmonic motion at instant of time. In last lecture we have discussed about that. That is displacement of the particle when particle starts from mean position at instant of time. It is given by x is equal to a sin omega t. This is the expression of the displacement when particle starts from mean position. Therefore, after that we know that velocity v is equal to velocity, it is the rate of change of displacement with respect to time. That is dx by dt. Say this equation number 1 by putting this value of 1 in this equation 2 we get. Say this equation number 2, and by putting this value of 1 in equation 2, then we can get v is equal to d dt of x a sin omega t. X is equal to a sin omega t. Here derivative of sin omega t is cos omega t, and with respect to omega t also omega t derivative is omega. Therefore a is constant term taken here, and derivative of sin is cos omega t, and derivative of omega t it is omega. Therefore here we get expression a omega t cos omega t. A omega t cos omega t. A omega cos omega t. Here we can write. Then after that, acceleration of the particle is given by a acceleration. It is given by acceleration a is equal to dv by dt. Rate of change of velocity with respect to time. Therefore, by putting the value of velocity in this equation, we can write here ddt of a omega cos omega t. Then derivative of we can write here, that is a is constant term, and derivative of cos omega t, it is the minus sin omega t. Therefore, we can write here minus omega. This is the present also. Cos omega t derivative is sin omega t, and with respect to omega t it is omega again. Therefore we can get here expression, that is minus a omega square sin omega t. This is the acceleration of the particle. After that we can get these three expression here, that is velocity expression and acceleration expression, that is equation say this 3, 4. Then after that, how table can occur in this diagram with the variation of displacement velocity with respect to takes place. Then we can consider at first equation of displacement, that is x is equal to a sin omega t. First equation, that is we consider here. Then this figure or graph that is with respect to corresponding time. Therefore consider particle is at mean position. This let us consider particle is at mean position, that is O position, after the time interval, that is when time interval become t by 4. Then at that time phase is pi by 2. When particle is at mean position, then at that time is 0. Time is 0 and phase is also 0. But after the time interval t by 4, then phase become pi by 2. Therefore, corresponding equation we can calculate here, x is equal to a sin by putting value of if we can put here omega t is equal to 0 for corresponding time interval. Time t is equal to 0 and then phase is equal to 0. Therefore, we can put here x is equal to a sin omega t here is 0. Therefore, a sin 0 is 0. Therefore, we can get here equation x is at the corresponding time t and phase when phase is 0, then at that time displacement is 0. After the time t by 4 and phase pi by 2, we can calculate here when taking the value of displacement, that is x is equal to a sin omega t. If omega t we can take here is pi by 2 at the time interval t by 4. Then by putting this value of omega t in this expression, we can get here x is equal to a sin omega t is also pi by 2. Therefore, we can put here sin pi by 2. We know that sin pi by 2 it is 1. Therefore, we can get here a into 1. We can get here x is equal to a. Therefore, at the corresponding time interval t by 4 and phase pi by 2, we can get here displacement is a. At that time, therefore, particle is at maximum position. We can see here in this figure, that is particle is at the extreme position at the corresponding time interval t by 4 and corresponding phase pi by 2. When particle is at 0 position, then it is at 0 position. After that, when phase omega t is equal to, if omega t is equal to pi, then displacement x is equal to a sin omega t here is pi. And so here we know that sin pi is equal to also 0. Therefore, we can get here also x is equal to a into 0. That is, we can get here 0. Therefore, at the time interval t by 2, displacement at the phase pi, it becomes 0. After that, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, it is continue. When 3 pi by 2, again we get its value is sin 3 pi by 2, its value is minus 1. Therefore, we can get here x is equal to minus a. After the 2 pi, when the displacement calculated, then x is equal to a sin omega t, a sin x is equal to a sin 2 pi. Then 2 pi again 0. Therefore, we can get here 0. After that, value of when time interval 5 t by 4 and phase is 5 pi by 2, then again we get here by putting the value of displacement x is equal to a sin omega t 5 pi by 2, then we get here value 1 is sin 5 pi by 2 is 1. Therefore, we get here displacement again a. Therefore, corresponding displacement varies with respect to time. After that, we can consider the expression of velocity. Here, velocity expression is, we can calculate it here. That is, v is equal to, we know that expression calculated here, v is equal to a omega cos omega t. This is the expression of velocity. Then we can consider at the time interval is 0 and phase is 0. Then by putting the value of omega t is equal to, we can put here omega t is equal to 0 at the time interval 0. Therefore, by putting value of v is equal to a omega cos of 0. We know that cos 0 is 1. Therefore, we can get here v is equal to a omega into 1. That is, we get here a omega. Therefore, at the corresponding time interval, when time t is 0 and phase omega t is 0, then we get v is equal to a omega. V is equal to a omega. That is at the 0 time interval. Therefore, particle is at extreme position. We can see in this figure velocity with respect to time. We can see here that this particle is at extreme position at the time t is equal to 0. After the, let us consider the next time interval, that is t bar 4. Then at that time phase is pi by 2. Therefore we can consider second, that is a omega cos of omega t, but omega t is here, omega t is pi by 2. Therefore, by putting the value of v is equal to a omega cos of pi by 2, but we know that cos 90 it is 0. Therefore, we can get v is equal to a omega into 0. Therefore, we can get here 0. Therefore, particle return to the mean position at the time interval t by 4 when phase is pi by 2. Particle return to the mean position. Therefore, we can see that graph goes toward the mean position at the corresponding time interval. After that, we can see third omega t is after the time interval t by 2 and phase is pi. Then we can get here v is equal to a omega cos omega t. Then, but omega t is here, omega t is pi. Therefore, by putting the value of v is equal to a omega into cos of omega t value, it is pi. Cos pi, we know that cos pi it is 1 minus 1, therefore we can get here a omega minus a omega, that is value of cos pi is minus, therefore we can get here minus a omega. Therefore, at this corresponding time interval, the graph goes toward the negative, that is minus, we get here velocity is minus a omega, therefore graph goes towards this side and we get at the corresponding time interval its value is minus a omega. Therefore, corresponding time interval t by 2 and phase pi, it is become minus a omega. After that, by putting the value of 3 pi by 2, we have again we get the value 0 because cos 3 pi by 2 it is 0. Again, after putting the value of 2 pi corresponding time interval, then graph become again we get the value of velocity is maximum, that is we get here value at this time interval 2 pi, we get here maximum value, that is a omega. Also, when by putting the value of 5 by 2, v is equal to a omega cos omega t, then we get value 0. Therefore, graph again goes towards the mean position for the corresponding time interval. Then after that, we can see the expression for acceleration. Therefore, acceleration, we know that acceleration, its value is a omega minus a omega square sin omega t. By putting the value of phase, we know that expression, we can see here a is equal to minus a omega sin omega t minus a omega square sin omega t. If omega t is equal to first 0, then acceleration is equal to minus a omega square sin omega t is 0. Therefore, we can get sin 0 is 0. Therefore, we can get here minus a omega square. Therefore, corresponding time interval it becomes 0. After that, a is equal to minus a omega square, putting value of sin that is pi by 2. We know that sin pi by 2 it is equal to 90. Therefore, we can get here minus a omega square. Because sin 90 is 1. Therefore, minus we get acceleration a square, a minus a omega square. After that, acceleration when phase is omega t, a minus a omega square into sin pi. Then we can get sin 0 is 0. Therefore, we can get here minus a omega square into 0. We can get here 0. Therefore, corresponding time interval 0. We can get here in time interval 0. Then acceleration we can get here minus a omega when phase omega t is 0. Then we can sin 0 minus omega square into 0. Here we can get 0 value. We can see here therefore particle starts at the mean position, that is 0. After the by putting the value of acceleration a minus omega square sin 90, where we get here value minus a omega square. Therefore this graph goes toward the minus a omega square, that is extreme maximum value. Therefore particle goes to the corresponding time interval t by 4 here, that is minus a omega square. After the time t by 2, again it becomes 0. Therefore particle returns to the mean position corresponding to the time interval. Then after that we can discuss about the conclusion from the graph. This is about the table. After that we can see, that is conclusion of the graph. First conclusion, from that we can see that the displacement, velocity and acceleration, it varies with respect to time. We can see here first conclusion, it varies with time. We can write here conclusion from the graph. First conclusion is displacement, velocity, acceleration are the periodic function of time. These are the periodic function of time. It varies with respect to time. We can see according to figure. This is first conclusion. After that, there is phase difference of pi by 2 between displacement and velocity. There is phase of pi by 2 between displacement and velocity. It starts from 0 and it starts from extreme position. Therefore, there is phase difference of pi by 2 between displacement and velocity. After that, third conclusion is there is phase difference of pi by 2 between velocity and acceleration. It starts from 0, it starts from extreme position. Therefore, there is phase difference of pi by 2 between velocity and acceleration. And fourth conclusion is there is phase difference of pi radian between displacement and acceleration. Because it starts from mean position, therefore there is a difference of pi between displacement and acceleration. Also we can see that here, that is displacement and acceleration time graph. It is the sine curve, and velocity time curve, it is the cosine curve. It starts from extreme position, it starts from mean position. Therefore we can write next conclusion, that is displacement time graph and acceleration is sine curve and velocity time, it is cosine curve. And last conclusion we can see here, that is all curve get repeated after 2 pi. You can see that here 0 pi by 2 pi, therefore here 2 pi it is completed. 2 pi is completed, therefore all curve get repeated after the 2 pi radian. Thank you very much.